Rồi, chào cả nhà. Hôm nay anh làm cái mock test để mình thử ha. Mình không đọc cái phần read aloud luôn mà mình đọc cái phần describe image nè, retell lecture nè, và mình làm một chút xíu ở trong cái phần repeat sentence để mình xem coi là với cái mock test Pearson thì nó chấm điểm của mình như thế nào. Để mình chứng minh coi là cái lý do mình bị điểm liệt ở speaking hay là như thế nào là nó vì đâu nhé. Ok. Rồi, đang ở trong cái mock test rồi ha. Get started đây. Ủa, đâu rồi? Đây, ok. Mình tắt bớt cái này cho nó đỡ ồn. Rồi, ok. Đây mình đang là ở trong cái cái phần read aloud ha. Thì như đã nói ban đầu là mình không có đọc cái phần này nên là mình cứ để cho nó xong rồi mình bấm qua thôi. But graduate looking to give something back volunteer to either in the UK overseas is a popular option. Voluntary project can cost anything from nothing up to a few thousand pounds. Ok. Rồi, không có cần chấm điểm phần này nên mình cứ qua ha. Rồi. Level of competency in chemistry is essential to the professional practice of material conservation. An understanding of scientific concept and a basic scientific vocabulary enables the conservator to understand conservation problems, treatment, material, and techniques in a systematic and quantifiable way, which can be communicated not only to colleagues and in the professionals, but also those from other disciplines. Rồi, mình cũng không chấm điểm luôn nên mình qua nha. Since its inception, the United Nations systems had been working to ensure adequate food for all through sustainable agriculture. The majority of the world's poorest people live in rural areas of developing countries. They depend on agriculture and related activities for their livelihood. This makes them particularly vulnerable to man-made and natural influences that reduce agricultural production. Mình cũng không có chấm điểm luôn ha, mình bỏ qua cái phần này. Rồi, không chấm điểm luôn, bỏ qua nha. Business school admission officer said the new try to attract younger students was in part the result of a realization that they had inadvertently limited the applicant pool by requiring several years work experience. Talented students who might otherwise have gone to business school instead opted for a law or policy degree because they were intimidated by the expectation of work experience. Mình cũng không chấm điểm luôn ha, nên mình không có đọc chơi cho mọi người nghe thử thôi. Rồi, không chấm điểm ha. Next. The term voice and sex are multifaceted. Both have a wide range of possible meanings in everyday speech and academic usage. You may encounter the two words used in a variety of ways in connection with different subjects, and they won't always mean exactly the same things. The terms voice and text are multifaceted. Both have a wide range of possible meanings in everyday speech and academic usage. Rồi, không có chấm điểm luôn ha. Next. Rồi, câu cuối cùng của read aloud nè. The majority of all pictures in the gallery cares are unknown artists, and fundamental questions such as when, where, and why they were painted still remain to be answered. Through the application of scientific method, this project has the potential to unlock key evidence that will allow us to determine answers to the questions. Rồi, không chấm điểm luôn ha. Next nè.
The United States has the largest chocolate manufacturing industry.
I can hear the information about chocolate manufacturing.
The bus right out in front will take you to the station.
I can hear the information about the bus right in the front.
There will be no classes scheduled during exam week.
I can hear the information about during exam week.
Just wait a minute, I'll be with you shortly.
Just wait a minute, I will be with you shortly.
There is only one conclusion to this line of thought.
I can hear the information about this line of thought.
You should inquire about direct deposit.
I can hear the information about direct deposits.
We'll study the following two pictures in the next lecture.
I can hear the information about the two pictures in the next lecture.
Please pass these handouts along to the rest of the people in your row.
I can hear the information about pass the handout to people in your row.
The first step was to establish a baseline of known distance.
I can hear the information about baselines of known distance.
A renowned economist is slated to speak this evening at 8.
I can hear the information about a renowned economist speaking at 8.
When demand for the course rose, university authorities took on additional academic staff.
I can hear the information about the university and academic staffs. Rồi, câu này là mình chọn 3 cái keyword nè ha. Là mình chọn là a journey per person per year grade person ha. Rồi mình chọn là walk, car. There is a very beautiful image in front of me. By looking closer to the given image, I can see that this is the table. And this table gives information about Great Britain. As can be seen from the table, walk had the maximum number, which is nearly 80%. On the other hand, car had the minimum number, which is nearly 20%. This number increased significantly in the first period, and then they are going down dramatically in the second period. After analyzing the picture, we can conclude that the numbers are going to increase in the future. Rồi, mình tiếp ha. Cái này là mình chọn là Switzerland languages, German and French. Ha. Rồi, 3 cái keyword đó khi mình chọn là mình xác định 3 cái keyword đó luôn. There is a very beautiful image in front of me. By looking closer to the given image, I can see that this is the picture. And these pictures give information about Switzerland languages. As can be seen from the picture, German had the maximum number, which is nearly 80%. On the other hand, France has the minimum number, which is nearly 20%. This number increased significantly in the first period, and then they are going down dramatically in the second period. After analyzing the picture, we can conclude that the numbers are going to increase in the future. Rồi tiếp ha, volunteer, cái ba cái keyword mình chọn là volunteer rate A, cái thứ hai là male, cái thứ ba là female ha, đơn giản như vậy thôi. Rồi. There is a very beautiful image in front of me. By looking closer to the given image, I can see that this is the picture. And this picture gives information about volunteer rate 8. As can be seen from the picture, males have the maximum number, which is nearly 80%. On the other hand, female has the minimum number, which is nearly 20%. These numbers increase significantly in the first period, and then they are going down dramatically in the second period. After analyzing the picture, we can conclude that the numbers are going to increase in the future. Right, cái này là...
What has happened in Latin America as a result of globalization? Well, they have had now more than a decade of what is called reform. A decade of globalization. And throughout the continent, people are asking questions like, has reform failed us? Has globalization failed us? Because clearly things have not worked out the way they were told they ought to. Just to give you a picture, they were told that reform would lead to faster economic growth. After a decade, what are the numbers? In fact, recent growth is far slower than it was in the 50s, 60s and 70s before reform. That is not a very inspiring success story. Even in the beginning part of the 90s, growth was still below what it was in the 50s, 60s and 70s, but the growth it got in the beginning of the period was not sustainable, and it was not sustained. Throughout the region, poverty, as measured on the $2 a day standard as a percentage of the population, was actually up.
Rồi, mình có một vài cái keyword ở đây rồi ha, mình sẽ đọc nè. The lecturer talked about globalization, which is a very important topic, as I can hear the information about decade and continent, and then I can hear the information about picture and economic growth. After that, I can hear the information about the reform and period, and then I can hear the information about globalization and decade. After that, I can hear the information about the continent and picture, and then I can hear the information about economic growth and reform. At the end, I can hear the information about the periods and globalization.
So let me begin with the notion of a dimension. The dimension is simply how many numbers that you need to specify a location. So if we think about the surface of the Earth, the equator is one-dimensional. You need to specify only one number to specify a location on the equator, namely the longitude. The surface of the Earth altogether is, of course, two-dimensional. You need to specify two numbers, the latitude and longitude, to specify a location on the Earth. The space above the Earth is three-dimensional. If I want to tell you the location of a hang glider, I need to give you the latitude, longitude, and altitude. But mathematically, there's no reason to stop at 3 dimensions. A 4-dimensional space is simply a space in which you need to specify 4 numbers to specify a location in that space. A 5-dimensional space would be one in which you need to specify 5 numbers, etc. In fact, I claim you already know an example of a 4-dimensional space. So let's define an event just to be an occurrence that happens in a small region of space at a definite time. In other words, an event is like a snap of your fingers or a clap of your hands. And now the collection of all events, if I want to specify an event, I need to give you 4 numbers. I need to tell you where it happens in space and when it happens in time.
Rồi, mình có một vài cái keyword ở đây rồi ha. Mình chờ nó record thì mình đọc. The lecturer talked about dimension, which is a very important topic, and I can hear the information about the numbers and the Earth, and then I can hear the information about longitude and latitude. After that, I can hear the information about the location and altitude. After that, I can hear the information about the space and event. And then I can hear the information about dimension and the number. After that, I can hear the information about the Earth and longitude. And then I can hear the information about latitude and location. At the end, I can hear the information about the altitudes and the space.
What building on campus can you borrow books from?
Library. Library.
In which academic field do people study things that happened in the past?
History. History.
What do you call a person who is receiving care in a hospital?
Patient. Patient.
A jar contains 8 black marbles and 2 white marbles. If I select one marble at random, what colour is it most likely to be?
Black. Black. Black.
Agriculture refers to the production of food and goods through what activity?
Cultivating. Cultivating.
What part of a guitar do you strum with your fingers?
I don't know.
What official document protects the creator's rights to his or her invention?
Copyright. Copyright. Right. Mình xong ha. Rồi cái phần này là mình bỏ đi. Mình không có tốn thời gian để mình làm ha. Nên là mình next cho tới mình end luôn để mình coi là cái phần speaking nó chấm điểm như thế nào ha. Rồi. Finish session. Yeah. Rồi ha, mình continues, mình next qua cho xong hết đi ha. Để mình chọn end được không? Rồi nice luôn, nice luôn, nice luôn, nice luôn. Nice luôn, nice luôn, nice luôn. Finish session. Rồi, ok. Rồi mình qua tới cái phần này là phần listening ha. Mình cũng phải chờ nó đọc cho xong chứ mình không có next qua được. Ồ, next được luôn. Ok, đi thi là mình không có next được nha các bạn nha. Đi thi là mình phải chờ nghe nó đọc xong mình mới next được nha. Ok, mình next qua luôn đi ha. Rồi, ok, mình next luôn tới end luôn ha. Next luôn, bỏ luôn ha. Nè, bỏ tiền chơi luôn, bỏ tiền chơi luôn nè. Finish. Rồi, ok. Yes. Continue. Rồi, ok. Mình chờ có điểm xong rồi mình sẽ upload cái video này lên ha và share với tất cả các bạn. Ok ha. Rồi, stop sharing.